In this quick video, we're going to talk about character motivation. So as you read Act 2 of the play The Diary of Anne Frank, you're going to be asked multiple questions that have to do with the character's motivation, and you'll be looking at the dialogue to determine what their motivation is. So the first thing we ask ourselves is, what is character motivation? So here, and I want you to annotate as I annotate, a character's motivation is the reason he or she takes a particular action. In creating believable characters, the writer must keep in mind the causes of their behavior, how the other characters are affected, and how this dynamic drives the story's plot. So, there's two types of motivation. Motivation may be internal, external, or sometimes it can be both internal and external. So, internal motivation includes such emotions as revenge, guilt, ambition, love, isolation, and greed. So internal is inside. So inside, internal. So what they're feeling inside and what this makes them do. External motivation is sparked by physical conditions, events, or situation. So external is outside. So think exit or go to the outside. So let's look at that prefix. Exit, outside, external motivation. So how things that happen outside of us move us toward decisions and actions. So external motivations tend to be universal. Internal motivations are what makes a character unique. Rarely does an author spell out a character's motivation. So what they mean by spell out, they mean explicit. So you've probably heard teachers say implicit versus explicit. Explicit means that it's right there in the text. It's a right there thing. So the Anne fights with her mother because she doesn't think her mother knows who she is as a person. It doesn't say that in the text. We have to infer. So rarely is a character's motivation a right there fact in the text. We have to infer. The reader makes an inference or an educated guess. So you have to look at what's going on and you have to infer why they're doing what they're doing. So the reader makes an inference or educated guess about the character's motivation based on what the character says and does and what the characters around him say and do. So as you try and figure out character motivation, again, just like you were in Act 1, you're looking at what the characters say and what they do, and then you are inferring the why. Okay. So Mr. Frank works hard to protect his family because he loves them. So that inference. Mr. Krayler and Meep protect the family because they do not morally agree with the actions of the Nazis. All of those things we infer. So down here, you are going to make some inferences. On the line for each item below, write the letter of the answer that is most likely to be the character's motivation for his or her actions. So you have 1, 2, 3 actions by a character, and then you have emotions. So these are all internal motivations. So these are all internal motivations. We are trying to decide what emotion is driving them to make the decision or do the action that they're doing. Okay? So I need you to pause the video here, try the 3, and then when you're ready, start the video again and come back and see if you got them correct. So you should have tried these. Now let's go through and see what is correct and what is incorrect. So, number 1, Paulo wanted to play baseball, so he decided to try out for his school's team. So we have 4 choices down here: ambition, jealousy, revenge, obligation. So he wanted to play baseball, so it's something he desires. And so he decided, since he wanted to be a baseball player, that he's trying out for the team. So revenge means he's doing it because he feels like he's been slighted. So I don't see any of that. Jealousy means he would do it because he wants what somebody else wants. Obligation means he's doing it because he feels like he has to do it. Ambition means that he wants to accomplish. So the answer to number 1 is ambition. Number 2, though the multicolored pen didn't belong to her, Janie quietly slipped it into the side pocket of her backpack. So let's look through these. Fear would mean that she would do something to avoid having something bad happen to her. Kindness means she would do something because she feels like she wants to make someone else feel good. Pride means she does something because she wants to feel good about herself, or she wants people to see her in a positive light. Greed means she does something because she wants something. So this is the answer to number 2. Number 3. Once or twice a week, Sophia would bring a casserole or a pot of soup over to her elderly neighbor, and the two would talk and laugh while they ate together. So we have 4 here. Anger, if you do something out of anger, you're mad. Somebody made you mad and you choose to do that. Approval means you do something because you want people to approve of you. You want people to like you and think you're doing the right thing. Obligation means you're doing something because you feel like you have to, that it's your responsibility. Kindness means you do something because you want to make somebody else's life better. So as I look at these, the answer is kindness, because I don't see, and again, I'm inferencing, right? I'm taking what I know about what causes these emotions and what effect these emotions have on our behaviors, and then I'm looking at what was done and I'm matching it. I'm making an educated guess. So once or twice a week, she's bringing a casserole. There's nothing here that tells me that she's mad at the neighbor, that she's looking for the approval of somebody like the neighbor, that she feels responsible for the neighbor. It just looks to me like she's doing this just to be kind. So again, I did these 3 using inference. And as you go through, you're going to be practicing this as you read the play. All right. Thank you.